Hey there! Welcome to another episode of the Jonesin 4 Show. I'm your host, Spencer Jones, bringing you another episode that will hopefully help you live your life to the max. Couple of really quick things before we get going. First thing, you are awesome. You're so freaking awesome, and I appreciate you being here, giving me your time and energy, and allowing me to be part of your journey. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. Second, if you could do me a favor, and maybe yourself a favor, hit subscribe and like this episode. That way, you can get more of our episodes, and we can help you on your journey of living your life to the max, and you're helping me. And if you even leave a rating and all that stuff, iTunes and the other platforms see this, and it shares it with other people, so we can help other people live their lives to the max. So if you could do that, I would be truly grateful to all of you for doing that. So thank you so much. Today's episode, we're talking about something a little different. Something different than we've done before, but for me, this really helps us live our lives to the max, right? It helps us get the most out of life. And it all started, I'll share a little bit how I got into this topic. It all started when I began my meditations on Insight Timer. So Insight Timer is a free app, and it's a website that's absolutely free. You can go to and find meditations. I love it there. That's where I really started meditating even more. And I've uploaded some of my own guided meditations on there you could check out. And in December of 2020, I started doing live meditations on there. Pretty cool. It was fun, right? I get to chat with people. In January of 2021, it was December 2020. I think I said the wrong year. Sorry about that. In January 2021, I started going live Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Central Time. You're welcome to join us. It's absolutely free. Come join us. It's a fun meditation. And they're generally 20-ish minutes long. We chat at the beginning, we meditate for 8 to 10 minutes or so, and then we chat at the end. So we're chatting, and I asked him, hey, what could you use more help with? And this topic came up from a number of people. And that was forgiveness and the ebb and flow of guilt. How to deal with forgiveness and guilt in your lives. So that's why we're bringing you this episode. Because I think if we're honest with ourselves, we all need to forgive ourselves. We all have that inner bully beating ourselves up, right? The inner bully, as Sean Douglas said. Check out his episode if you haven't yet, because it's awesome. And we need to forgive ourselves for that guilt that we have of things we said, things we did, or what people said we did, and they're making us feel guilty, right? And we just need to forgive ourselves. We need to stop beating ourselves up. Because we, at times, can forgive other people, right? We could generally forgive other people more than we forgive ourselves, right? We're harder on ourselves. We're always harsher and harder on ourselves. We are our own worst critic. We need to not be our own worst critic. We need to be our biggest supporter. So we first need to forgive ourselves, right? And know that guilt is there, but we can minimize it. When you let forgiveness and guilt reign your life, right? You might have awesome days, and they're great days, and then that pendulum can swing, and you have crap days, and you have these big swings. And my hope is that this episode, I could share some ways to help you minimize that guilt, to help you forgive yourself so that you have more awesome days, and that swing to the pendulum never gets all the way back down. So let's jump in. Let's do this. Let's talk about guilt and forgiveness. So what is guilt? Well, guilt is when you feel bad about something. Maybe it's something you said. Maybe it's something you did or didn't do or didn't say. But you feel guilty about it. But guess what? That's in the past, right? That is something that was in the past, and you can't change the past. As much as it sucks, trust me, I wish I could change the past of some number of things in my life, I wish I could change, but I can't. It's in the past. So I need to be accepting of that. I need to accept that, heck, that's in the past. I can't change it. But I can learn and grow from it, right? You've probably heard me talk about this a lot because life is so much about learning and growing and becoming better and stronger. So instead of feeling guilty about it, say, I don't need to feel guilty. That was something that happened, but now I've learned, I've grown from it. and I'm better, I can move on, right? There's times in our lives when other people can make us feel guilty. Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you say this? I can't believe you, whatever. Prime example, my mom made me feel guilty more times than not for not saying something, for not doing something. And it's usually something that was small, piddly, and just ridiculous. But it took me years to realize that's what she was doing. And that I always feel like I need to prove myself because I always felt guilty over something that I should have no reason to feel guilty over. Because guess what? Now I know I'm older and I've practiced and I've researched and I've gotten better because I realize that that guilt is based in the past. I can't change the past. So why give it more energy? Accept it. Try to accept it. Okay, that's what happened. I get that. And now I can learn from it. I can grow from it. So when I move forward, it's better. And that's where you forgive yourself for, right? You forgive yourself saying, I know it happened. It wasn't the best choice, or this happened, or I could have done it differently, but that's okay. We're going to move forward. And the first thing for me that has really helped me get over my guilt and to help me forgive myself over tough times is to remember that I'm human. You're human. Unless you're an alien, which I don't think you are, you're human. And part of being human is making mistakes. It is, right? We're never going to get it all right all of the time. Sorry, it's not going to happen. It doesn't work like that. We're going to get things wrong. And knowing that as humans, it's part of life. It's part of this human experience that we have. But we can learn and grow from it, right? I'm always going back to learning and growing from that experience. It doesn't say we have to agree with it. It doesn't say that we have to identify with it, say, oh, we are this. No, you learn and grow from it. And you could still, let's say you did something horrible before and you could identify with it and people could call you whatever that is, right? Oh, you're a robber. You robbed someone once. Okay, but you could now say, I did, and it was wrong. I've learned, I've grown from it, and now I talk against it. I say, no, people shouldn't do this, right? You can learn and grow. We are human. Remember, when you start feeling guilty, when you start beating yourself up, remember you are human. Humans are allowed to make mistakes, but we shouldn't stay down there. We should learn, grow, and lift ourselves up. Another way to help you overcome guilt and forgive yourself is to name the guilt. Many times, like fears, we build up guilt to be this huge thing that becomes overwhelming. And it just weighs us down. When really it's not that big of a thing. And we can't do that, and we can't name it, or we can't figure that out until we name it. So name your guilt, right? What is it? Specifically, what are you feeling guilty about? And then look at it. Say, is this really that big of a thing? Is it really that thing I'm blowing up into this big masterpiece or whatever thing that's ruining my life or that hurting me right now? Most of the time it's not. Most of the time it's something small. Something that you said that or did that isn't as big of a deal as you are making it seem. So if you name it, you can minimize it. Then you can let it go. Let it go, because it's easier to let go of that something small than something big, right? It's easier. So let it go. Forgive yourself for it. Say that was in the past. Learn and grow from it. Another strategy to help you forgive yourself and overcome guilt is give yourself grace, right? All these things tie into each other. Give yourself grace. Life happens. You're human. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to miss things. You're going to forget this, that, the other thing. It's part of life. I don't know what to tell you. It's part of life. But you can give yourself grace. When you realize you made a mistake, when you realize you forgot something, or whatever it is, you go, okay, I made a mistake. I'm not going to beat myself up over this. I'm going to give myself grace, like you would give another person a second chance. Right? You would give your kids like, oh, okay, they messed up this time, but they learn from it. They're going to grow from it. They're going to be better. I'm going to give them grace. So guess what? Give yourself grace. Give yourself permission to be, I made a mistake. I'm going to work on not doing that again. That could be huge. Give yourself grace. Easier said than done, yes, but totally doable. And the next strategy is to forgive yourself. All these things, right? And how do you forgive yourself over something you did in your past, right? How can forgiveness work? Well, it's releasing that guilt from you, minimizing it, making it small, saying, I don't need that anymore. It was in the past. I forgive myself for my mistakes. And you tell yourself, I forgive myself for that mistake. Whether or not other people forgive you, it doesn't matter. What truly matters is if you forgive yourself for that mistake, whatever it was, big or small. Sometimes you have to do this many times. And when I'm working at forgiving myself, I do all the things I already mentioned. I remind myself that I'm human. Humans make mistakes, but it's okay. I can learn. I can grow from it. I give myself grace. And I tell myself, I forgive myself for it. I'm going to be better. I'm going to be stronger because of this experience. And maybe I can help other people because of this experience. And that ties into the other tip, which is learning from that situation, which is tied into all of this. Learn, grow from it. And then one that you might not think of, our final tip, is to celebrate your wins. Celebrate the successes you have, right? Maybe you're feeling guilty over something that you did, and it's just beating you up every single day, multiple times throughout the day. And then one day you're working on forgiving yourself. You're working on saying, I'm human. I give myself grace. It's going to be okay. I'm leaving it in the past. But it seems to keep coming up. But you're getting better, right? You're getting over it faster. And then you realize one day, oh my gosh, I got through half a day without it. That's a win. Celebrate that win. Oh, I got through a day. Celebrate that. Celebrate the wins in your life. And not just the wins of forgiving yourself and reducing the guilt, but the wins in your life of all things, right? Of doing a workout, of eating healthy, of choosing the healthier option, of conquering this thing at work, whatever it is, spending time with your family. I don't care, but celebrate the wins, right? So celebrate those good times in your life as well. And the good ones of being about forgiving yourself, releasing that guilt, but also the other things in life. They are just as important. So forgive yourself. We all of us carry guilt in our life. We all wish we could take things back that we have done or said or didn't say or do. We all do. We all need to forgive ourselves over stuff in our life. And it's possible. You don't need to let those anchors hold you back anymore. You don't need to let them slow you down from living your life to the max. Forgive yourself for it. Learn and grow. Be stronger because of it. So the strategies I shared here is a quick recap to help you forgive yourself and help you not let the ebb and flow of guilt be so severe. Is remind yourself you are human. Name your guilt. Be as specific as possible, because that's going to minimize it from being this big monster. You give yourself grace. You work at forgiving yourself. You tell yourself to forgive yourself. You learn and grow from that situation, and you celebrate your wins. You deserve to be living your best life. You deserve to be living your life to the max and not letting guilt, anger, frustration, mistakes, whatever, holding you back anymore. You deserve better. And it all starts with you forgiving yourself and being stronger because of that situation. Look at it as a place where you can learn and grow from. just like fear, just like obstacles, this is one obstacle we all can overcome. It might take time, but it will happen, and it is worth it. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. This episode was different, I get it. But I would love to know your thoughts. Did you like this episode? Did it help you? Let me know. Send me an email at spencer@spencermjones.com or hit me up on social media. Send me a message. I would love to know. And if this episode has really helped you, feel free to share it out on social media. Tag me in it, @Jonesin4. I would love to know. Thank you again for being here. You are truly amazing and awesome. Hit subscribe and like if this episode has helped you. A lot of things you can do if this episode has helped you, apparently. And keep living your life. Forgive yourself. Stand tall. Be strong. Let your light shine. And keep rocking life. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Have an amazing day. And until next time, I will catch y'all later. Hey everyone, Spencer Jones, and I'm sorry to butt in like this, but I'll keep this really short and sweet. I want to help you live your life to the max. I want to help you chase your passions to get the most out of life. And I wrote a book to help you do that. It's my latest book. It's called Chase Your Passions. It's available on Amazon, and I know it can help you change your life and help you live your life to the max. It's basically in the book, I walk you through how to create the ultimate roadmap to success. Whatever that success looks like for you, it walks you through it. Everybody has a different roadmap because everybody's dream, everybody's goal is different. So everybody's roadmap is going to be different. But this book helps you, guides you in creating your personal roadmap to success. So folks, don't delay. Get on Amazon and just look up Chase Your Passions. I put Spencer Jones in there too, just to be safe, so it pulls up right away. Or go to my website, spencermjones.com, and get your copy of it today. And heck, get the Priorities of Practice journal with it, because that companion journal, that makes it that much sweeter. All right, folks, thanks for listening. I told you I'd keep it short and sweet. Catch you soon.